Amen. You guys doing okay?
Yes.
That's good. Got beautiful weather outside. Well, good. Let me, before I go any further, let me introduce. We have a new sister moved from Auburn, the Yamka Foreman.
Yeah.
She's here, and let me have her. So, please, if you haven't met her already, please meet her and exchange numbers and whatnot when you after church. Amen.
Amen.
So you guys are okay, right?
Yes.
You sure?
Yes.
All right, we'll get to it. This is me, if you don't know who I am, and we're going to watch a video and then talk about what we're going to talk about. Amen?
I was reading, I want to know about the blessings of Abraham, so I'm reading the Bible. It's like Genesis, and one of the things that blessed about Abraham was the obedience of his household. His name used to be Abram, and one day God told him to change his name. God changed his name and told him to go home and circumcise the entire household. Even the servants, the Bible said he went home that same day and did it. That is obedience. Because I don't know if I could have been a servant. I'm just saying, I had a couple questions first. Like, wait, what happened? What happened? You changed your name? I don't think I know you then. I don't know you. Okay, can we just talk for a second? Can we just talk? Can you stop sharpening that rock while we talk? No, it's distracting. It's distracting. Look, I'm trying to focus. Okay, what exactly did God say? His words, please. Okay, circumcised in the flesh of the foreskin. You sure didn't say your skin? Go back up there and check, man. Come back with a note. And then going to church can be a little intimidating sometimes, like you're trying to look for the right church. You'll never find a perfect church, so you should stop looking for the perfect church because you ain't perfect. But I went to one church, and the pastor was like, I want you to pray with your neighbor. I'm like, my neighbor don't go to this church. You want me to call my neighbor on the phone? That's creepy. So they explained to me, your neighbor is the person next to you. I'm supposed to pray with some lady I don't even know? What am I supposed to pray about? Lord, help them hairs that stop growing on this lady's chin, Lord. What am I supposed to pray about? I don't even know her. And she went first. Man, she must have been John the Baptist's auntie or something, man. And she prayed all good. She was like, dear Heavenly Father, you said in your word in the 6th chapter, the third verse, Lord, book of Matthew, Lord, the 601st word on page 1297, Lord, you said seek, search, Lord, you're the Alpha Nisi, Jehovah Jireh, the King of Kings. I'm thinking, man, she even know his nicknames. Now she's looking at me like it's my turn to pray. I'm not going to let her out-pray me. So I'm like, all right, dear God, it's just you. I just can't fight this feeling anymore. I know, Lord, that nationwide you're on my side, God. Because choosing moms choose Jesus, Lord. As the rocket's red glare, Lord, it gave proof to the night. I believe I can fly, amen.
That boy's funny. He's funny. But you know, under all the humor, a couple of things. One is obedience is hard. Right? And sometimes we feel the need to pretend to be more than what we are. Right? Rather than, hey man, you know, I'm new to this, whatever. We feel the need to puff ourselves up to be more than what we are. I know I do sometimes, maybe not you, I know you're more spiritual than I am, but we can feel that need sometimes, right, to puff ourselves up. I want to talk about His glory, His being God. Because hopefully, most of us, inspired for his glory, right? And if you don't, well, prayerfully, we'll convince you, God will convince you today to aspire for his glory. But if you do, it's intimidating. Because if we're honest, we fall short in so many ways. In big ways, in small ways, in little ways. And I was laughing a little bit doing What a Beautiful Name. And I was laughing because I was supposed to help out with the song. And I forgot. Now, they did great without me, so I guess they didn't need me. But I'm sitting there, they start singing like, oh, snap. I'll sing from the pew. Right? But we all fall short in so many different ways, right? And that's a minor way, big ways, whatever. And we're shooting for his glory. We're shooting for his greatness, and we fall short. I want to talk about how God views that, as opposed to how we view that. And we talked about this some on Wednesday night, and we're going to talk about it more tonight. Now, if you're missing the midweeks for whatever reason, look, I really want to encourage you again, if you can physically make it, to make it. Obviously, being with the body is special. I think God, the Spirit's doing some great things there. And one thing you want to do is have, anybody married here? Anybody married that feels like you need more help with your marriage? Okay, so we want to do married classes on Wednesday nights. Now, the challenge the last few weeks is marrieds don't show up. So we have 2 married people, and we have all this great material because we say we need help, but you got to come to get the help. All right? You got to come. Well, so we have a lot of challenges on marriage. There's an opportunity to get some real hands-on help. Both classes and small groups that we're going to have at the building on Wednesday nights, but we can't have them without you. Okay, so I'm not trying to put anybody on the spot. I'm just saying the help is available, okay? Does that make sense to you? All right. What are we talking about? His glory. And we all fall short in many ways, right? Next slide. Cute girl. Next slide after that. I want to read a passage over in 2 Corinthians chapter 12. Starting in the middle of verse 7. It says, therefore, in order to keep me from becoming conceited, and this is Paul talking, I was given a thorn in my flesh, a messenger of Satan, to torment me. 3 times I pleaded with the Lord to take it away from me, but he said to me, my grace is sufficient for you, for my power is made perfect in weakness. Ever felt like something's going on in your life, holding you down, hurting you, and you're praying for God to take it away, and God just won't take it away, right? Well, you're not alone in feeling that way. Paul felt that way. And there's a lot of speculation among scholars about what this was they were struggling with. And I'm not going to bore you with the details of what the speculation is, but the point was it was very serious to him. He prayed to God, God, help me. And God's answer was, look, my grace is sufficient. My power is made evident in your weakness. And Paul goes on in the next slide to say this, therefore I will boast all the more gladly about what? About my weaknesses. So that Christ's power may rest on me. That is why for Christ's sake I delight in weaknesses, in insults, in hardships, in persecutions, in difficulties. For when I am weak, then I am strong. Now that makes sense in my human mind, but that's exactly how God sees things. Next slide. This is how God sees things. Our weakness is his glory. Our weakness is his glory. God is glorified not by my strength, but by my weakness. The truth is, my strength doesn't amount to all that much. Even on my best day, my most spiritual day, my most focused day, even when all my marvelous talents are on display, and I'm here and all my so-called, you know how we are online. I'm the most awesome version of Frank ever. Awesome Frank 2.0. It doesn't really amount to that much. Right? And I know you're wonderful, but even at your most wonderfulness, right? It doesn't really amount to that much.
Yes. Come on, Frank.
And we put our confidence in what we can do. That's a double-edged sword, right? Because you puff yourself up on what you've achieved, and the school you went to, or the job you have, or money you have, or whatever, and who you are, whatever, and you put your confidence in that, then when something goes wrong, you have no confidence. Our insecurity is tied into what we put our confidence in, right? So we all fall short in many ways. When we fall short, we've got nothing. When we fall short of society's expectations, we don't make the money that we think we should make at a certain age. When we're not married at a certain age, we don't have this at a certain age. We feel empty and lost and weak and broken. And what God says is, look, you got this all wrong. I'm not looking for you to have it together. Because I know something that you know, if you're honest. But I won't tell you about us. You don't have it together. I know you're a hot mess. And you can fool some of the people some of the time, but you can't fool me at all. I know that you're broken. But your weakness is where I do my best work. I'm glorified for your weakness because I make weak things strong. And my power is put on display by taking little old you and doing great things to you. Taking little old Paul with all his hang-ups, and he had more than a few, and making him great. Taking Peter with all his mistakes and hang-ups, and doing great things to Peter. And so the man you see in Acts 2 was not the man you saw in the Gospels. I excel at taking the underdog like Gideon. You got to know the story of Gideon. And Gideon, God called Gideon. And Gideon said, you can't be calling me. This is the revised Frank Davis version. He said, you ain't talking to me, God, because I'm nobody. I am the least important person in the least important family in the least important clan in Israel.
Wow.
I am not a warrior. Because God's like, come mighty warrior. I ain't a warrior. I'm hiding in a wine press from the enemy for a reason. I didn't fall down here, God. I'm hiding down here. God said, nah, man, nah, you're going to command my army. He says, okay, but show me a sign. He goes through all that stuff. And then, okay, God showed the sign, right? And so he did it. So he has this big army, which is still dwarfed by the enemy. God said, that army's too big. Then God cuts it down. And then God said, that's too much, too many people. God cuts it down smaller. Why? Because God is made great. But by the time it's all said and done, what was it, 300 men? 300. Against the enemy, they said, was as numerous as the sand on the seashore. And God brought a victory without them even pulling their swords. Because God is made great in our weakness. And God will strip us down to nothing. And we'll try to get more and figure it out, and he'll strip it down again. We'll try to work it out, and he'll blow that up too. We're like, God, why don't you answer my prayers? Because I want it to be me, and I want you to know it was me.
No more.
I'm tired of when good things happen. You're like, I knew it was going to work out. You've done that a few times, haven't you? Yeah, praise God, but it was really me. God was involved there somewhere, but I done figured that thing on out. He said, I'm going to strip it down till you have to give glory and honor to me and me alone. I'm going to break this thing down to nothing. You know, it's great, you know, as people make it big and entertainment or whatever. And they do those bios, it's always something special when they started at the bottom, now they hit. Yeah. They quote the prophet Drake. But you know what? There's a story about how they started lowly and started behind and then something great happened. That's a great story, right? God says, that's what I do. I take the weak things and make it strong. I take the weak parts of you and make it great. See, we hide our weakness for a couple of different reasons. One of the reasons is we don't really believe it's going to change. We don't really believe it's capable of changing.
Yeah.
We're just trying to hide it.
That's true.
Or deny it, or pretend it's not there. Because if we looked at it, with that mentality, it's overwhelming to see our weakness. And whether it's financial, it's family, or it's illness, or it's health, we don't feel like of our weight, or a particular sin that has you down. You can't overcome pornography. You can't overcome your anger. Your marriage is falling apart. Right? Man, you're lonely. You don't have vision for finding a spouse. You don't have vision for you and your spouse working out. Go back to the marriage thing. It's your kids, the situation that your children are in. I got to visit Atlanta the last 2 weekends, but this weekend. And I was at a great friend, me and Michelle were a great friend's birthday on Friday night. And then I buried a friend on Saturday morning. Two very different experiences. But I got to see a lot of great old friends who are about my age or a little older, and we all have children of the same ages. And it's great. It's hard. And we're all laughing because you never stop parenting. A friend of mine, he has his son is Jacqueline's age, and he's got another daughter that's, I think, close to Kenya's age. And then he has a daughter who's 36, I'm sorry. That's pretty old, right? 36 years old. They just moved back in the house. Right? And people have these stories, great things happen, heartbreaking things happen with their kids. Because you know how parents are. How's your kid? Oh, my children are awesome. They're doing phenomenal. How are your kids? My kids are the greatest kids ever. I mean, look at me. They're awesome. And then you start talking, right? And we're old friends, we get past that pretty quick. It's like, man, they drive me crazy. I was hanging out with a friend, and that's where his daughter was. She's staying in the woods. So how'd that happen? She just needed to get away from us. It's good for her. I'm sure it's good for her. It gets real, right? We got issues. And your kids have issues because they came from you. What you think? Issues gonna skip a generation or something? It doesn't work like that. There's a song about that. I got issues, so do you. What I'm talking about? Jesus, right? We've got to decide whether we believe God is big enough. We have to decide. You've got to decide whether you believe God is big enough in your life. Because if you believe that, God will be glorified for your weakness. I brought my water bottle. I just got to figure out how to open it up. Hold it. Now, this is water bottle. I'm talking about you, not my bag. Anyway, we're talking about, we got to decide whether we believe God is big enough. We have to decide whether we believe God is big enough for the sin darkness, the situation darkness, the health situation, the money problems you have, whatever. I got with an older mentor recently, and we're talking about the church and how the church is doing the good things, and they're just getting real, because it's great with older preachers, they've been through all of it. And you can't really talk about how great things are going, because they're going to look at you like, look, I've led churches, it ain't all good, right? So we just got to it. Talk about the good, the bad. When I said, man, I just said we need more resources. And he listened real intently, real humbly, and they just very gently gave me a beating. And said that the issue is not your resources, because God has all the resources. The issue is your faith. I walked in holding my butt from a Bible meeting. I'm like, Daddy, I'm sorry. But he's right, isn't he? Man, the issue is not your health. The issue is not your money. The issue is not, finding the right person. The issue is my faith in God. Is God bigger than my situation or not? What do I believe at the end of the day? And if you can believe that God is big enough for your circumstance, for your challenge in your life, then we can own our weakness collectively, and God is big enough to allow us to accomplish all the things He called this group together to accomplish. Because He is magnified, He is made great, His glory is the weakness, the take them small, the broken, the humble, and make them great. It's not about ignoring my blemishes. It's about putting them on an altar to the Lord, surrendering to the Lord, to get out of His way and let Him transform me into who I need to be. Does that make sense to you? Our weakness is His glory. Let's move on, next slide. Talk about shame for a second. Anybody ever felt shame? You ever walk into a room and felt like everybody was pointing at you, looking at you? They knew what you did. They knew who you really were. I went many years of my life, I just felt so inadequate, and so insecure, and so ashamed all the time. I went through high school that way, went through college that way, went through my young adult years that way. And how it manifested itself in me, I was always bragging about who I was, and I always had to accomplish a lot, and win awards, do whatever, to kind of distract from how inadequate I really was. I feel like if I could just do a lot of different things, no one would really know that I'm a joke. No one would really know that I'm not really all that. Now maybe it's just me. I was a bit of a chameleon. I was never really honest about who I was. I was someone different for every crowd I was around, to distract from the shame that I carried constantly with my own inadequacy. That's just me. But you get this feeling, sometimes it's a shame of just the insecurities, but it's a shame of things that we've done. We're Christians and we love God, and we know we're not living right. We know we're not doing right. We know we're coming to church, cursing our spouse out on the way to church. We know we know that we're not living we made a vow to God and we celebrated that we got marriage, and we're not living that way. Either through our actions, our behavior, or our mind, or whatever, we're not living that. We know we're not living right. We know we're not doing right. We know we're not, the plate goes around, we're not giving God right. We're not giving to God right. We know we're not serving, we know we're coming in late, and we're leaving early. And we feel like all eyes are on me in a bad way. Shame. Next slide. Let's look at Luke 18. We read this on Wednesday. It's worth reading again. Starting with verse 9. It says, some who were confident of their own righteousness and looked down on everyone else. Jesus told this parable. The two men went up to the temple to pray. One a Pharisee and the other a tax collector. The Pharisee stood by himself and prayed, God, I thank you that I am not like other people. Robbers, evildoers, adulterers, or even like this tax collector. I fast twice a week, and I give a tenth of all I get. I'm going to stop right there. You know someone like this? Yeah, right? If you don't know someone like this, you're that person. So, we've all been this person sometimes. That this is the American way. The American way is to feel better about your situation by comparing yourself to somebody else. Because no matter what your circumstance, there's somebody worse than you. I could be living like Joe Pagan, but I'm like, well, at least I'm not doing this. At least, you know, I can be broke, but I said, at least I got gas in my car. I can be, at least I'm not doing, we live by constantly puffing ourselves up at the expense of other people. That is the American way. That's how we do business. So we're a little crazy as Americans. But in the words of the great T.D. Jakes, there is no crazy like religious crazy. Religious crazy takes crazy to a whole nother level. It takes insanity to a whole nother level. And so religious people are the worst in comparing ourselves to other people and judging people. It should be a no judgment zone, right? Because we're all sinners against God. It's the most judgmental place you can go is church a lot of times. You walk in the church and the ladies are the worst. Can we talk? I love my sister, but because guys notice women, but women notice women. Women goes in, you should check it up and down. And can't judge it based on the way she looks, the way she walks, the way she carries. I mean, it's a judgment zone, right? Queen of the styles, right? It should be the least judgmental place in the world, but becomes the most judgmental place in the world. And we should be a safe place. It should be a safe man. God forgive us for judging one another. God forgive us by having attitudes based on, man, that person doesn't understand how much struggle is like because of the situation. That person doesn't understand this. Man, God forgive us. God forgive us when we compare ourselves to other groups and all they don't have this, they don't know this, they don't know this teaching, they don't know that. But I'm not going to judge another man's servant. I'm going to try to live and preach what's right to the best of my ability, but I'm not going to pass judgment on another man's servant. And God forgive me for all the times I have in the past. The disciples were just, when we do our job, we're just the mailman. The Bible is the message, you just deliver the message. I don't pass judgment on what's in the message or whether you do what. You're like, well, I didn't do all of it. Can I still make it? That's not my department. The mailman didn't give you a speech based on his opinion about what the. He has a letter from your landlord and say, well, I can't pay all of it. Will the landlord take half? He doesn't give you, well, I think he will. Based on my previous knowledge of the letter, this is the letter. Take it with the landlord. I don't know. I'm not the landlord. I'm just the mailman. He sent me a letter too. Now I paid off my rent because I don't want to find out. I'll just tell you what I did. But look, if you want to pay half your rent, God be with you. And I'm going to go on. Look, it's a no judgment zone. Just keep on. Verse 13, but the tax collector stood at a distance. He would not even look up to heaven, but beat his breast and said, God, have mercy on me, a sinner. I tell you, this man rather than the other went home justified before God. For all those who exalt themselves will be humbled, and those who humble themselves will be exalted. Next slide, please. Our weakness is God's glory. Our shame is a story. You know, if you compare his spiritual resumes, the Pharisee had a better spiritual resume. He tithed twice a week? Fasted twice. That'd be a little expensive. He fasted twice a week. He tithed regularly. He was spiritual. He was a religious leader in the community. The tax collector was, you can't even depict, the tax collector is isn't the IRS I'm talking about. They were Jews who worked for the Roman government. They weren't ethical. They taxed way beyond the legal amount. They were looked at when we look at drug dealers, people that exploit the community for their own profit. And so if you're doing a survey of who's going to heaven, I guess the Pharisee are people would think are going to heaven. If you're doing a survey of who's definitely not going to go to heaven, the tax collectors would go in that category. And so they saw this drug dealer come to church praying like, what you praying about? I don't think God even hears your prayers. And God says, the tax collector went home justified. The Pharisee did not. Baby, it's not that bad, sweetie. The tax collector went home justified. The Pharisee did not. You know, God doesn't want to hear my spiritual resume. He wants me to own my shame. Here's a newsflash, the Pharisee had shame too. For all the things he was doing right, there were things he was doing wrong. For all the things he was proud about, there were things he was embarrassed about. Yeah. He didn't want to hear me boast on what I have done. He wants me to own what I haven't done. He wants me to own my shame. Yeah. Not to hide it. Not to deny its existence. He wants me to own my shame. To own the brokenness in my marriage, the brokenness in my life, the brokenness of what's going on, to own it. To hold it before God. And to make a decision to let God transform it. But God can't transform your shame into His glory until you own the shame. You own it before God and man. You own where you are and where you've been and what's really going on in your life. My weakness is His glory. The shame is His story. But how's it His story? Because His legacy, His greatness is made great in the story of taking dead things and making them alive.
That's right.
His story is made great in the story of how He takes things that are weak and broken and makes them whole. His story is magnified by the story of things He only cared about themselves and transforms the heart to a heart of flesh. His story is made great by taking weak and broken things and making them whole. My shame is His story. And boasting in my shame and allowing God to transform them magnifies who He is and what He is. That He's the one that raises you up. And He's the one that takes, not because of any good thing I've done, it's the story of His grace and His love to take me broken as I am, messed up as I am, to love me where I am, and to make me more. Amen. And to make me more. But as long as I'm trying to fake the game, how's it going? It's fine. It's fine. No, it's not. Haven't seen you in a while. How you been doing? I'm doing fine. Now we both know it's a lie, right? Own it. Own it. Be the tax collector. Rip your clothes before God. Own your shame before God so God can lift you up. So God can give you grace. So God can give you love. And God can make something different out of you. Does that make sense to you? His weakness, our weakness, is His glory. Our shame is His story. Let's let His power, His glory, and His story be magnified in our life. To God be the glory. Amen.